What's going on, everyone? So we're going to take a little technical look at Nvidia. Nvidia after hours is really riding the coattail of AMD earnings. So with that being said, we closed at $246.38, and currently in the after hours we are pushing at $260. Absolutely insane. This is tremendous for the bulls. This is tremendous for the triple Qs, the Nasdaq 100. With that being said, what it looks like is going to happen is that we closed right at the 200-day moving average on the triple Qs. This looks like we are going to close in gap, or excuse me, we are going to gap higher, gap over that supply. If that is said and done, and we do hold the 200-day moving average, we could be looking at an extremely bullish February here. So I understand a lot of you guys may think that the market is going lower, but with that being said, shorts are going to really need to cover their position. If any institutions or hedge funds were still hedged to the downside, this reclaim of the 200-day moving average on the triple Qs is going to cause a lot of closing of those short positions, which is going to send a lot of these stocks in a nice little squeeze here. Hopefully that could last all of February. Now, obviously, we know in March we're going to have these rate hikes, this, that, and the other. Could that already be priced in? And now that's why the market's starting to turn around. It could be. AMD is holding the market up right now. Google, absolutely insane move after hours. 20-to-1 stock split. There's going to be so much FOMO around Google. Stock price is going to be going down to like 146, 165 a share. That's absolutely insane. So with that being said, before I get into the rest of this video, guys, I do want to let you guys know that I do have a website, evolutiontradersacademy.com. You can find that link down in the description box below. I've got 3 little options here that you can choose. One of them is just a little basic course for beginners on how to scalp options and or stocks for profits. Very, very beginner friendly. One strategy that you can just pretty much trade day in and day out. The next one is a gold members watch list and private chat access. You get one-on-one access to me intraday, as well as my watch list of stocks that I'm looking to trade with entry prices, exit prices, potential technical analysis breakdown. And I do have a lifetime bundle where you can get both of these, as well as understanding the process trading course, meaning that you guys are going to get everything all in one. 22 hours of video, 2.5 hours of content. You guys are going to know how to trade the market. Doesn't matter if we're in a choppy environment, a bull environment, a bear environment. It's going to be really, really good for you. With that being said, let's get back over to the video here on Nvidia. So with Nvidia, you can kind of see here, we had a little bit of a double bottom, triple bottom back test here. We do have a strong demand buy zone between 208 and 215. Every time Nvidia has come into this area, we can get a nice push off into supply. And then really on Monday, we had this nice push out of supply here, a little bit of a back test today, and now we shot out of it. So this is exactly what you want to see in a little bit of a market reversal. We want to make sure that this is not just a breakout, fake out, dead cat bounce. After our session is pushing us into this 260 area here, which is very, very bullish. We're taking out all these levels of resistance. Just be careful getting in long here. Even though we can go higher, we will need to do a little pullback. And if we do get a pullback, that potential pullback could be 248, 255, somewhere in that zone. But the next area that we're really focusing on here that's going to give us some rejection is 265. That's our next price target for day trading and scalping. That's our next price target for the swing trades. 265, look to clear up some positions, and what we would really want to see is a breakthrough over 265 and possibly a back test between 255 and 260. And then when we do take out 265 again, it is a full-on swing season on Nvidia to just kind of ride this into potentially back to all-time highs. Just depends on the overall market, but right now we look really, really good. I am not bearish on Nvidia until we lose 208. Okay, until that happens, I don't really see a short position here other than your occasional scalp. We come into a level of resistance, say here, get in for a scalp, cover your position here. We lose this zone here, get in for a scalp, cover your position here. But as far as just throwing on an actual short position, thinking that we're going to come all the way back down, I really wouldn't do that. Not with the market, just reclaiming the 200-day moving average, because this thing can put in a new high over 265, back test 250, 255, and then just scream higher. So you do not want to be caught in a move like that, especially if the whole market wants to continue to move. So with that being said, we just need to keep an eye on the futures market and keep an eye on pre-market. What we're looking for is a gap over the 200-day moving average on the triple Qs. Currently, right now, we're up about 122 points on the futures. futures market's getting ready to open here, or getting ready to close. Obviously, next day is getting ready to open. We do have the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs at 368.85. Google is up tremendously after hours. Nvidia still pushing higher after hours. AMD still riding high after hours. Great trading sessions that we've had the past 3 days since Friday. If you guys have been a part of the bounce, take those profits. Okay, take those profits. We could be getting into a little bit of what we like to call, sit back and relax. Now things are going to start to settle down a little bit, which is good. We want to make cash flow here. We want to make cash flow here. We want to put in a new high. And as we consolidate, this is good. Okay, we want to see that. We want to see the back test. We want to see the back test and hold. When we do break out over those highs, this is when we want to put, risk on again. So I would expect a couple of days of consolidation, a couple of days of rest. Bulls have done a tremendous job over the past few days. This is exactly what you want to see when we're reversing out of a trend. This is exactly what you want to see when we're looking at a short-term bottom, okay? If the market decides to do something crazy on us, it would need to roll over, under 208 for Nvidia. I mean, the market would need to be extremely weak. You would see everything selling off. If we're going to get another leg down, that's what would need to happen. But with us reclaiming the 200-day moving average in the after-hour session, this is extremely bullish right now. We're extremely bullish, even though we are still below highs. And I understand a lot of you guys are still feeling the pain on a lot of stocks. Just understand that you need to be patient. Okay, patience is always going to pay, guys. Just look back at the history of the stock market, the Great Depression, the mortgage financial crisis in 2007, 2008, the internet bubble. Yes, maybe some of these companies never did come back, but the majority and the stock market in general has always rallied, guys. So unless you're in a stock that, is not a company that's not profitable, they're showing signs of bankruptcy, they're showing, signs of losing sales revenue and stuff like that, you really wouldn't be too concerned. And Nvidia, guys, is very cash flow positive. Stocks like Apple, very cash flow positive. Stocks like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, these stocks are all going to be around. Okay, they're all going to be around. AMD, they're going to be around. You start talking about small caps and penny stocks, that could be a different story. Some of these companies may not be in business in 5 years. So if you've, bought some of these stocks that had these crazy run-ups in 2020 that are not profitable, they're just super high speculative stocks and super high growth stocks, those are the ones you want to be careful for. You also, if you are playing those type of stocks, you want to keep an eye on the IWM, the Russell 2000, the small caps. They've had a tremendous bounce as well. Everything right now is kind of bouncing the same, the SPY, the Qs, the small caps, the Dow. That's what you want to see in a market reversal for a possible short-term bottom. And if we do get that short-term bottom, we could be looking at a very, very bullish February. So with that being said, until we lose our demand zone on a lot of these stocks, I would be looking, for any pullback to come into rising support on either the 5, 10, or 20-day moving average. And I would look to pick up these shares or options off the bounce. And that's how you can play the bounce into new highs. And then you kind of repeat that process. You let it pull back, you play the bounce into rising support, and you play its new highs. If you guys want to learn more on how you can do that, visit my website, evolutiontraders.com. You guys are going to find all the information you guys need. With that being said, I thank you guys for watching my videos. I'm doing my best to try to put out as many technical analysis videos as possible so we can all make some money together. Subscribe to my channel so you do not miss out. Also, throw me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, and I will see you guys all in the next video.